I wasn't initially planning to review Ruby vs. Maka. I mean, I have like 7 other videos that I want to get done this year, including a ranking project that's probably going to be close to an hour and a half long, so I don't have a ton of wiggle room to take any death battle detours. But thinking on it more, there's only ever going to be one episode 200. If I'm to shift around my schedule for anything, it's gotta be this. And also because as of September 23rd when I'm recording this, there's no shot that I'm getting the entire Aardman ranking fully edited in the next 7 days. I can push that back to hopefully early October and prioritize this while the iron's still hot. Alright, so Ruby's rundown is pretty good, yeah. It builds up the world of Remnant very well by talking about fairy tales, it gets across Ruby's deal of being the excitable weapons geek who loves fighting Grim, and it knows when to swap between story and versus stuff. It goes over her weaponry and aura, leads that into her strength feats, then back into her semblance, which is naturally used to scale her speed. I like that the 2 strength feats used are Ruby's best direct one, then the best that she could hope to scale to rather than getting too bogged down in what other characters can do. I also cannot hear about aura without finding it funny anymore, especially when they make an intentional farming joke, that's fun. The editing is stellar too. It's a given with DJ at this point, but the man puts in too much work for me to not verbally mention it every time. One small edit that really stuck with me was the brief bits of the Grim entering a shot before it fully cuts to their scene. That was very seamlessly done. My only sticking point with this rundown is how some of the story stuff was handled. They cover the start and the fall of Beacon very well, building up the weight on Ruby's shoulders and how she keeps pushing forward. Then when they get to the most interesting part of that and how much it all was for a 17-year-old to deal with, they skip right over the resolution with "she got better, look at her go." It's maybe the most obvious instance in years of something clearly being cut during production, because it fucks up the pacing of the entire ending like they needed to scramble to end it as quickly as possible. Maka's rundown also has the "she got better" line, except they actually expand upon how she did it, and it ended up being a minute longer than Ruby's in total. I don't think they needed to close that gap fully, but like, literally any coverage of Ruby drinking the low-tier god tea and coming back would have been nice. They do bring it back around though by ending on "the day we've waited for." There were a good few references to the Ruby openings in the script, and this was the perfect one to end with. A really solid analysis all in all, with just that one big stumble stopping me from saying they fully stuck the landing with grace. Maka's though did not have any similar kind of blemish holding it back. This is a phenomenal rundown. I had somewhat of a handle on Ruby already since I've seen the first 8 volumes of the show, but with Maka I was going in with no first-hand experience, meaning they needed to catch me up to speed on all I needed to know. They gave me a comprehensive rundown of the Academy, the relationship between a Meister and their weapon, what exactly soul resonance was with the music example making it a lot easier to grasp, and weaving that all in with Maka and Soul's arc, their individual doubt and how their teamwork grew to prop each other up. The editing was even better in this part of the episode. The manga panels gave DJ plenty more opportunities to show off his skills, and it all looks incredible. Shoutouts to the special backgrounds on the slates. They look stunning in both rundowns. I also really like how Wiz and Boomstick have a clear preference between Maka and Soul respectively. Like, it was fun to see them disagree on their favourite Ruby characters, but it's even more fun here to see them draw the parallels to themselves and take jabs at the other. There are some music references here as well, I'm sure, but they are entirely lost on me. I have less to say on this one, it's just really great and I loved it a lot. Alright, fight time. Say it with me, class. The modern death battle animation looks and sounds very nice. This might be my favourite looking 3D animation of the season so far. Spider-Man vs. Evil Jax had this really cool comic and manga aesthetic going for it, but I just really love the lighting in Ruby vs. Maka. The warm lights contrasting the cold outdoors with the clear sky and light snow. It's like they tailor-made this for me specifically, and I am eating it up. It also reminds me of the visuals for the song December Blues. So my headcanon is that this fight took place 6 Decembers ago. All the other post-viz trickery that gets done helps certain bits pop even more, like when Maka sees Ruby's aura, or gets engulfed by the Silver Ice Blast, which wipes out everything on screen besides her outline. The models match up pretty well too. This is either Ruby's official model from the show, or at the very least is indistinguishable from it. And Maka's is in a similar enough style to where nothing feels out of place. Shout out to Larold as well for drawing maybe the the greatest thing ever. As of recording this, I have no idea what quirky image I'm putting on Maka's side of the thumbnail, but there is no other choice in my mind for Ruby. The voice acting's pretty on point. Lindsay Jones just is Ruby, so like, yeah, obviously the performance is good. I really like how cheerful she sounds at the start. Her excited interruption of Maka's monologue is really funny. Her response to Soul's compliment does great at conveying that she's just getting warmed up, and in general, she just comes across as having a great time for most of the animation, which feels pretty on brand for a Ruby that isn't in the middle of a trauma arc. There's only a couple of lines that I'm not huge on, namely the "stop hitting me," which I think would have helped the joke land a bit better if each word sounded progressively more annoyed after each slap. As is, they're all delivered with about the same inflection, so it doesn't work quite as well for me. And the "I am a huntress" speech is a line I like in spite of how corny it sounds on paper, but I feel I would have preferred her to have more conviction in her voice to get across that she's taking things more seriously now. The delivery in the episode still sounds as relatively laid back as earlier in the fight. Neither of these deliveries detract too much from the episode, they're just the only points where I think something could have been improved. I don't have anything to criticize with Maka or Soul's performances though. Ginger Sue and John Van Doren deliver everything well, from the dialogue to the battle cries. I really like Maka's flustered response to Ruby calling Soul her boyfriend, that was funny. And Soul's relax before he starts playing Fire on the piano is like the good version of Ryuko's have a little faith. It's a sort of, nah, I got this, response to a light jab that doesn't come across as too aggressive. In general, Soul's inclusion here is far better than Senketsu or Leva. For once, I actually got the impression that both members of this duo were important and cared about each other. Maybe my favourite line in the fight is Soul just giving Maka that encouragement to push through as she's struggling with the silver eyes. The sound design is great too. It was pointed out to me recently that I don't think I've seen any death battle videos that praise Philip's band by name, which I've got to correct. Shoutouts to Philip, every sound effect matched what was needed and gave everything the required amount of impact. Very good stuff. So the actual fighting then. Oh my god, it's incredible. There hasn't been a death battle animation in so long that feels quite like this. The 3D animations have still been very well done, but none have gone quite this all in with CQC choreography. The scythe combat is all quick and snappy, with a lot more elegant movement than in any other 3D animation in recent memory. It's like way more thought has been put into the posing and positioning of the characters. Where to strike, where to block, and how to most naturally have them move around as they swing weapons even bigger than themselves. All with every motion being fast, fluid, and easy to read, even taking advantage of the additional movement option Ruby has with the recoil from her dust shots. There just hasn't been another episode of Death Battle that moves like this in so long. Maybe some bits of Guts vs Dimitri, but that's really all that's coming to mind for me right now. It takes me back to fights like Ryu vs Jen and All Might vs Might Guy, except obviously different because this one involves weaponry and doesn't make use of any mocap as far as I know. I got shown the Asuna vs Weiss mini rumble right before this, and took note of how it utilised the 3D space and positioning far more than I'm used to in versus animations, which Ruby vs Maka sorta reminded me of. I don't have the technical knowledge or know the terms to explain it fully, but this fittingly seemed like a fully choreographed dance of parts that use the backdrop as its stage rather than a 2D fighting game. The only time it does have that restriction is when the pair are fighting on the thinnest part of the rooftop, where there's obviously less room to reposition their feet without throwing their balance off. They also do the Blake vs Mikasa thing, except this time actually really good. Like, the dynamic posing and big sweeping movements actually make these bits of Maka deflecting the dust shots look sick as fuck, rather than awkwardly having her swap between animating on 1s and 2s mid-shot while her hair remains at a constant speed. It's great. And Soul's piano scenes blend his 2D head with his 3D body so well. It all looks so good, man. I don't know what to say other than open your eyes. This could only get it so far if nothing actually interesting happened in the fight, but thankfully there's plenty more to like. The slap fight is really funny and even sets up how Maka's better at hand-to-hand, since Ruby's attempt to throw a punch later when disarmed amounts to nothing. The close-range sniper shot dodge is really cool and shows Maka's ability to keep pace with Ruby's speed. I enjoyed the fake-out with Maka's scythe getting behind Ruby, stopping, then pulling her in anyway. I didn't know why it got stopped at first, maybe it got blocked and I just didn't see it, but the joke was still amusing. The rapid-fire dust shots stick out visually since they're all different colours, and then they make use of the anti-gravity one, which is given special mention in the rundown, to keep Maka in place as Ruby sets up her next attack, leading to one of the best transformations of the year so far. The sharp sharp notes of Soul's piano kicking in as Maka emerges from that cloud of smoke in the black blood dress while spinning her scythe do so much to make this fairly simple transformation into a real standout. Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is still far and away my favourite of the year, but this is giving Zarathos and Godspawn a solid run for their money for second place. The bit that follows it is so cool as well, with Soul now properly playing the piano being such a natural addition to the background track that it honestly made it kinda jarring to get to that bit of the standalone release and find that it wasn't there. They complement the Japanese vocals from Maria Schultz phenomenally well, making this one of the most exciting portions of the battle despite the music being less outwardly explosive and energetic. The piano playing is apparently accurate too, something not frequently done in animation, so that's really cool attention to detail. Oh hey look, it's my friend Donovan in the background, quite frankly his spitting image. Oh hi Godzilla. While on the topic of the music, Death in Bloom is one of my favourite tracks we've had this year and one of the few that I've actively listened to on its own. The vocals are stellar, they got Casey Lee Williams which is cool as hell, the instruments are banging, and this is one of the rare death battle tracks where the lyrics have really stuck with me. I don't speak Japanese so I can't translate the Maka side of things, and the translations that I have read don't give me a ton to talk about other than, damn, these sound really good. Rubies though. Lines like, your gentle light still shining down on me, keep moving forward, the promise we made, and especially, I wish you could see me now, which is what closes us out. Obviously this applies for Ruby and how she wants to live up to her deceased mother. It works in universe, but more importantly, it works out of it. If you're knee-deep enough in the death battle trenches to be listening to my yapping, odds are you're aware of the history of this matchup. In case you're not though, it was requested years ago by Monty Oum, the creator of Ruby, who ended up unfortunately passing away in 2015. He was an absolute legend in the field of internet animation, and a friend and inspiration to many on the death battle team. This entire episode, the reason this is the big 200, is to finally deliver on the promise they made to him all those years ago, essentially being a tribute to him and the legacy he left behind. And with that context, it makes the lyrics of this song hit incredibly hard, especially with how the animation ends. Said ending is another highlight of this year for Death Battle. The solo adagio shutting down Ruby's aura and cutting to black has plenty of impact, followed on from with one of the coolest scenes ever as the Silver Eyes, the one power to not be dependent on that aura, kick in as Ruby hears her sister's voice and start to overwhelm Maka. But she pushes forward with Soul's support, gives out one last swing of her scythe and lands the decisive killing blow, chopping Ruby in half as she explodes into flower petals. The additional colour changing and the shots of the scythe in front of the moon look so fucking good, man. The Silver Eyes even did some lasting damage, since the black blood was blasted off Maka's dress, leaving it completely white, on top of, you know, the actual visible damage on the rest of her. In that little bit where Maka stops Mr. Evans from eating Ruby's soul now that she can see she was a pure and good person, really hits hard. As unassuming as the line,
"A simple, honest soul." Ruby Rose, huh?
seems, I dunno, it just really got to me. Especially with Boomstick's follow-up not being to hype the battle up, but being a straightforward and sincere rest in peace. We've had emotional endings in Death Battle before, some of which I even like better, but I can't say any of them strike this same chord with me. None of them evoke the same emotion that this one does. It's the most obvious example of them paying respect to Monty, especially with that last line of the song. So that was about everything I liked in the fight. Were there any pitfalls that took away from it? I don't like the aura flicker thing after Ruby gets hit by the Witch Demon Kishin slash. I know it's a thing from Ruby, but I don't like when they do it there either. The aura showing in any context other than a complete break always throws me off, and I'm not a huge fan. And yeah, that's about it. So my problems amount to one visual quirk in a single shot, and two line reads that I think could have been delivered better. Close enough. Welcome back, Dio vs Alucard. Oh, and Eggman didn't get to do much. Bit of a shame how badly he got sidelined, but I can live with it. Then there's the conclusion, which I don't have much to say about. It's well put together, and I like the scythery bit. Strength shows how Maka took the edge in both direct feats and scaling, which is cool. I love when they're able to cover multiple bases like that. The method of getting the calculation for Vine was pretty interesting to read, though I do also think it would have made the conclusion a bit more interesting if strength wasn't the first thing that came up. If we still have to be doing the categories thing, then ending on powers is fine, I like that, but opening on Maka is billions of times stronger just makes mentioning Ruby's advantage in scale and the closeness of speed feel a bit superfluous. Having those closer categories Ruby can keep up in to open might have helped. But I'm not losing sleep one way or the other. They managed to end on a really strong note, with So being mentioned alongside Maka as the winners, and the joke about his last name made me chuckle. Then after the next time trailer for a match that I'm surprisingly interested in, given that my burnout for Marvel extends far beyond Death Battle at this point, we get this lovely piece of tribute art for Monty, as well as a special thanks to him in the description. This episode was a wonderful tribute to him, and although I obviously didn't know him personally, I think it's safe to say that he would be incredibly proud of how far the team has come, and how much justice they did to his request. Ruby vs. Maka is an amazing episode, more than worthy of being this milestone celebration. It gave me about everything I would have wanted from this match, and the very few shortcomings are more than outweighed by the sheer magnitude of everything they got right. Aside from Bowser vs. Eggman, none of the others that have released during the Kickstarter era have stuck with me the following days to quite this extent, even the ones that I liked better. There are others that I'm aware have a lot of personal significance to individuals on the team, even some with more personal significance to me, but it's hard to think of many other episodes quite as important to the legacy of Death Battle and how far they've come. It's really just Goku vs. Superman 3, maybe Macho Man vs. Kool-Aid Man, and that might be it, unless I'm forgetting anything from the earlier seasons. Any others that could get there on a technical level, like Scooby vs. Courage, just aren't for matchups that have that same level of significance to the show's history. Safe to say, I loved this episode a ton, and I had a great time talking about it. I hope you got something out of this as well. Thanks for watching. I've got to get back to my other projects now, so I'll close out now and leave you to watch the reaction highlights with me and my friends if you choose to stick around for that. Have a good one.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
the moon.
Can't fucking wait.
I like the background you're giving her. That's cool.
Oh yeah, there's the moon there. And
Oh, that's sick.
I'm so tired of hearing the word away.
I'm such a big fan of Aura.
He's aura farming.
Sick.
This is sick.
Yo.
I love. Yes, I love
yeah.
this.
Shut the fuck up.
Did he just make a fucking aura that's just quiet?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yes.
According to Best Robo Girl Penny,
That is true. She's one of the best characters of the show.
was.
Noria's best girl.
Boomstick Penny.
Okay.
Oh, Boomstick
Oh
also.
my god, don't encourage it.
Fluttershy and Nora for the Boomstick Best Girl Royale so far. Who's next?
Oh, Jesus. How do you not remember that?
I remember
You know-
Girl Fight for the Discord was a good episode. That's why.
Alright.
You're not putting that in the arena.
Oh shit.
Oh, they do have relativistic stuff, okay.
Shout out to the Ruby series breaking the massively hypersonic shackles.
That's Superman, Ragnar the Bloodhead.
That was just blood right, oh my god.
Save me, Superman!
Did she ever meet Ragnar? We just lost that one.
For the day we've waited for.
Oh, yeah, like the song, hell yeah.
God damn.
That was so
This was related.
Actual writing fire.
Very good.
This is like my favorite preview, so I'm excited to see where the rest of it goes.
Fuck your life, bing bong.
Thank you. I'm glad you got it, Seth.
Is that actually what you
Yes.
Coney Island.
Jesus Christ! I tried to explain that to like a million people, and they're like, "I don't know what that means."
They've never seen the Coney Island video?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god,
Soul
it's
title
mighty.
card was so good.
Oh, I love the background, hell yeah.
Like books.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
They both have the moon in their backgrounds. I like that.
I really appreciate Soul getting his own like screen here.
This, like, yin yang thing looks like it was a pain in the ass to get right. It looks so good.
No, that was actually one of the easier edits.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Whenever you have a black and white image, it's very easy to mess with.
This edit is so
Yeah,
so
so
cool.
fire.
I really like the Soul Eater art style.
Yeah, it's sick. I love it too. My current art's very inspired by it.
Maka Chop.
I really hope that's in the fight.
Is that going to be like a comparison made to the Silver Eyes?
No.
No.
It is literally like just her smacking someone.
The book.
I mean, like the not against evil specifically thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the chop.
No. I mean, like, is it not exclusive to specific things? Where the Silver Eyes are.
This is so cool.
Yo.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite analysis of the show.
This is very
I
good.
love this music.
I like
too.
this a lot.
Absolutely.
It's doing a
Has
good
my
job of like
fa-
presenting the information and being fun to watch.
Oh, Ruby's good. Ruby's so fucking
Yeah,
good.
no, that's
Yeah,
the vlog
no.
was saying like her aura just gets shut down, I'm pretty sure.
No Fire Force scaling, I see.
Yo, we're gonna need that image on its own after this.
It's being sold as like a mouse pad, right?
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Let's go.
That was so good.
That was so
Fire.
good.
Good.
That was really
That
good.
made me so happy.
The chat.
The freaking chat hat.
Oh, you didn't know those the Chad hat?
No.
What?
You haven't seen the chat?
All right, here we go.
Alright, Ruby, you're cooked.
It's time for Ruby's funeral!
There we
I'm
go.
so looking forward to this.
And that's my contribution to the episode.
Nice. This looks so pretty.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
so
one of the
good.
prettiest looking episodes. Yo!
This song.
So cool.
Aura break already? Okay, maybe not a full break.
Sometimes it just flickers.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh shit.
that timing with the song
There we
was
go.
nice.
Yup.
Just
Oh,
throwing
Ooh,
That was
Okay.
Good.
that was really cool.
Holy shit!
This is so cool looking.
My heart's fucking racing. This is so cool.
Oh no, she's purple.
There we go.
Hey!
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Oh, it's fucking peak.
Oh, the goblin was there.
Little goblin guy.
Well, the goblin man showed up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Is it gonna do
Oh,
anything?
no.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the shot of the slide in front of the moon.
Alright.
Hey.
Yo!
That was
That's
nice. I like a little respect at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of fire.
Top
That was
five.
so cool.
Top
The
five.
final
favorites.
shot was so sick.
Oh, no.
Ouch. Yeah, that checks
Trillions
out.
of times.
That's not a word.
Yeah.
Ruby's got savory in the bag.
Stop.
Okay.
think I hate that word. At
There
least
we
they
go.
are giving Ruby some props. It's not just a total wash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a hard counter, pretty much. With the stat difference, she didn't even need it. She just did this. But, you know,
Just
but
hits
it's
her
nice
really
to
hard.
have.
I'm so happy Soul Eater got an episode this good, man.
Yeah.
Ruby too.
Yeah.
Both series. Both
Happy
series.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Such a good episode.
That
was good.
Yes.
Alright.
That's great. Okay, what's the next time?
Oh.
Oh?
What's it?
Oh?
Freddy.
Fight too.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
We
so
love
happy.
you.
No more Marvel. Yeah, no.